Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 142, Astros 3, Rangers 4, losing in 12 innings. Let's get right into the big talking points from a grueling loss and a poor game overall to lose a series opener in Arlington with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off, Carlos Correa. There was precious little to celebrate from our bats in this ball game, but Correa provided much of that with his 8th inning game-tying 2-run line drive homer the other way off the right field foul pole, which picked us up off the canvas and capped a 3-hit game for him. Up second, Victor Caratini. The only other offensive positive was the performance of the ever-dependable, nigh-on always reliable clutch bat of Caratini. 24 also had a 3-hit game, driving in a go-ahead run in the second inning with our only other wrist hit of the night. Caratini has an understanding of game situations in his at-bats that much of our lineup would do very well to try to emulate. Up third, the bullpen. After a typically middle-of-the-road outing from Colton Gordon for 4 1/3 innings, the latest incarnation of our bullpen put together a fantastic performance to give us every chance to win this ballgame. AJ Blueball looked impressively composed in a 2 2/3 inning scoreless outing before Brian King pitched a fantastic 8th despite being handicapped by 2 uncharacteristic errors by our infield. Brian Abreu then took the game to extra innings, Craig Kimbrell was strong again, and Stephen Okert was superb over 1 1/3 innings of ghost runner baseball with every pitch potentially fatal. The combined showing of our relievers was a real bright spot in the game. 3 down, first out, the offense. It was a pretty horrendous display for practically everyone in our entire lineup not named Correa or Caratini, as we proceeded to struggle grimly through the regulation 9 innings before wasting a host of chances across 3 separate Manfred ghost runner extra innings, failing to score a single run. The numbers were ugly as we hit 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position. That we only drew a total of 2 walks across the 12 innings paints a very accurate picture of just how poor we were at the plate here. The Rangers' decimated offense, poor as they also were, totaled 6 walks. Our bats are a problem. Second out, Jeremy Pena. One of the worst at-bats of the season came from an unlikely source as JP3 struck out swinging wildly on 3 pitches versus ex-Astro Phil Maton in the top of the 10th with the Manfred runner at third and just 1 out. With the sliders Pena faced astonishingly predictable, it was a dreadful piece of situational hitting and a huge chance missed. Third out, Lance McCullers Jr. With our normal bullpen options exhausted, we had no choice but to give LMJ another chance in relief as the game dragged on into the 12th inning. Unfortunately, it went as badly as many would have sadly predicted, as Lance firstly gave up a walk and followed it up by giving up the fatal walk-off hit that scored the Manfred for the Rangers. As an Astros fan, it's really sad to see McCullers Jr. like this, and I hate to say it, but I don't see any reason that he can justify remaining on the roster. You need relievers that can throw strikes, and LMJ just can't do it. A couple of extra points to finish on. Toothless trouble. The output of our offense will dictate just how far this team can go. If we can't pick things up soon consistently as a unit, then it's really difficult to see us doing any damage in October should we get there. We have to find some form. And injury nightmare continues. With the news that Caleb Ort is now the latest arm of ours to hit the IL with an elbow issue, it was yet another blow as we have to start asking questions as to why this keeps happening to our pitchers. With the loss, we dropped to 77-65, still 3.5 games ahead over the Mariners atop the AL West, but now just 4 games ahead of the Rangers. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss in the comments. Make sure you're following at AstrosFansUK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!